Welcome everyone, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite items in my collection, that being the Samba De Amigo maracas. So what is Samba De Amigo, you might be asking? Well, Samba De Amigo is a rhythm game developed by Sonic Team. Now, Sonic Team has actually made original games in the past. Probably their most well-known original game is Nights into Dreams. That is a great game for the Sega Saturn. I do really like that game quite a bit. They also did Burning Rangers on the Sega Saturn. That's actually a pretty good game. I do like it. It is a little jank, but it is a good game. They did Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. Not a fan of that one, but I am a really big fan of Samba De Amigo. So this game is a rhythm game, and it uses the maracas as the controller. You can use a regular Dreamcast controller to play it, but it is definitely the best way to play it is with the maracas. My first experience with Samba De Amigo was actually the Wii version. So the Wii version is pretty okay. It's not the best version of the game. The Dreamcast version is by far the best version of the game. This one, for the price that it is, I got this for maybe $5. I've seen it go even less. I've seen it go for like $3. It is definitely worth it for the price. You get to experience a Sega and Sonic Team classic for a very low price, but it does not control as well as the Dreamcast version. Where the maracas were actually, designed for Samba De Amigo, the Wiimotes really weren't. They didn't really have like the proper like tech in it, I guess, to really replicate the maracas of Samba De Amigo. So for that reason, it's not as good. I feel like if maybe they waited a bit and when maybe Wii Motion Plus was around, they could have really made like a great version of Samba De Amigo. They really could have done that, but nonetheless, we have what this is, which is still a pretty decent game. Just, pretty finicky game, but it's still good. Now, the maracas are not a perfect piece of technology by any means, but they do work a lot better than the Wii remotes, honestly. So, I played the Wii version, and I actually really liked what I played despite the finicky controls. Like, because I had been hearing that the Wii version was just this horrible, version of the game, which I don't really believe that to be the case. Yes, it doesn't control as well, but it still works. But yeah, I did actually really enjoy it, so I was on the lookout for the Dreamcast version. I didn't really care if I got the maracas, I just wanted to have the game. I would have been perfectly okay with that. So I was at a retro game convention. This was about 2 months after I had gotten the Wii version of Samba De Amigo, so I was on the lookout for the Dreamcast version of the game. I would have been okay with not finding the maracas. So, I looked around, and for some reason I was at a vendor, and I, for some reason, asked, man, I wish you guys had Samba De Amigo, because I saw they had Sonic Adventure 2 or something, which that's actually not a super easy to find game on Dreamcast. So I told them, I wish you guys had Samba De Amigo, and they're like, yo, we have it with the maraca set. And I was like, what? So I was going through a huge adrenaline rush. It was insane. I was like, oh my gosh, should I buy it? And it was $135, which I know is crazy, but the maracas alone go for more than $130. And it came with the game. It's a bundle, and the game itself is $60 just for the game. So I knew I had to buy it, and I bought that insanely quick. And oh my God, in my hand, I had the Samba De Amigo maracas with the box as well. That was a magical moment for me in game collecting. So yeah, I had to walk around with this beast the whole day. And one issue is that the handle, the box I got here is kind of in tatter condition. I don't have the maracas in the box right now. I have it set up for later when I'm gonna show you the actual game, me playing it. The box is pretty tattered, so the weight of the maracas and the sensor kind of started opening this part of the box up, and so I knew I couldn't carry it around with the handle, which that actually is a really smart design with the handle there. So I had to hold it around like this, the whole convention. It was kind of a pain, but it was so worth it. And I remember so many times throughout the day at that convention, just so many people came up to me being like, Oh my God, you got the maracas? That was really funny. I remember one guy even took a picture of me. He asked me if he could take a picture of me with the maraca, so I went like that. So somewhere out there, some dude has a picture of me with with this box here. So that's pretty funny. So yeah, I went home and I played the game, and it was really, really awesome being able to play this in my own home. It was just so cool owning such a unique peripheral for the Dreamcast. That was really cool. Samba De Amigo is straight up one of my favorite Dreamcast games. I love, like, first of all, the gameplay is just amazing, which I'm gonna show you in a little bit. The gameplay is just so fun. It's so unique with the maraca controller. Like, I don't think I've seen any other game like do that. It's just so unique. I also really just love the art style of it. It's just such a fun art style. I don't know if he designed the characters, but I know he did a lot of the artwork for this game. Yuji Uekawa, he's known for a lot of like Sonic artwork, but he did the artwork for this game, and it is just beautiful, as you can see on the box. The box for this game is just beautiful. Like, the front here, you have all the characters for the game. It's super like long, so it's just such a weird shape. I love it. You go to the side here, we got Amigo. That's his actual name. That isn't focusing. So yeah, Amigo right there. I just love that character. He's so unique looking. You even got right there the there's an electronics boutique sticker on this box here. For, I guess it was just sold there at one point. Yeah, Electronics Boutique, if you guys don't know, was EB Games. I think they started out in America, but they might have been a little more prominent in Canada. I'm not entirely sure about that. But yeah, it's the same on both sides. I mean, you can see, like, it is super tattered. Like, it's like bent in some areas, but despite it being super tattered, it is still just such a beautiful box. I mean, it is an honor to just own this box. It is amazing. It's also worth noting that there is a Japan exclusive version of this game called Samba De Amigo 2000 version. It is basically just an expansion of this game. It adds like a new like mode that you can like use with your maracas. The 2000 version also has like more songs as well, like a lot more songs. I really wish I could have shown that version to you guys today, because it probably is the definitive version of Samba De Amigo, but I don't own it, and I don't own a Japanese Dreamcast, and I don't really know how to play Japanese Dreamcast games on my North American Dreamcast. And I tried to burn a disc of that, and it worked for a bit, but then it stopped working, so yeah, it's just not gonna happen, guys. So I think it is time to show you these maracas in action and how they all work as well, because it is kind of a complicated setup. Okay, here we are on the hard floor. We have the Samba De Amigo maracas. Here's one of them. Yes, these are actual maracas, as you can hear. These are actual maracas. That is probably the coolest thing about these, is that they function as real maracas. They just have this giant cord in them. That is probably the coolest part about them. And they look super nice, as you can see. They're just very, very nice. I really love how they look. So what's this other stuff? So this big old bar right here is actually the sensor. So the sensor, this will detect, this part right here is one of the sensors, and this little, put the little black part right there. And then, you know, you have to kind of have it above those, which it sounds kind of weird. Not really making sense, but that's basically how the technology works. And then this little mat right here, let me try and move this off. So as you can see, there's this mat, and that's where it tells you to place your feet and stuff. So it's not necessary, but it does help kind of like tell you like where you need to be standing. But I've played this game tons of times without it, and it really, this material does not work well on like a carpet. It'll just start to morph like into like the carpet, and it just looks bad, and it's just gonna get all like wrinkly. So I do not recommend doing it on that. But yeah, I don't know if I said this, but it is attached by Velcro, so you just take it off there, and if you don't want to use this mat, you can just take it off. But I'll be using the mat for this video for educational purposes. Alrighty folks, so you have seen the maracas. Let's actually put the game in here. There we go. Get ready for this wonderful game. Here we are, folks. We have Samba De Amigo up and running on the Sega Dreamcast. This is a truly fantastic moment right here. So yeah, let's get into the game right here. Something I'm gonna do normal mode, just, you know, I'm gonna be talking while I do this, so it's probably best to, you know, have something decently challenging, but not too hard, so normal mode. So yeah, you actually do have to select your height in this game, so we got multiple heights here. So yeah, I'm over 5'7", so. So yeah, this game uses copywritten music, so this is fantastic for my YouTube video. Let's do El Ritmo Tropical. All right, here we go, guys. So as you can see, you have to shake at certain heights and angles to hit the notes. And you can hear the maracas shaking. It is a party here. And then you have to shake rapidly sometimes, and then you have to pose, and that's like super fun, but it can also be really, really challenging as well. It gets really loud. I mean, look at what's going on. He's having the time of his life. Oh my God, Amigo. Yeah, let's go. I mean, just look at that. Maracas are bigger than mine. Like, that's huge. So yeah, like I said earlier, I just love the fun graphics and art style of this game. It is just super cool. Really gets you in the spirit of just playing the maracas, man. It is truly magical. And when you do really, really good, get like an A rank, then it gets all like rainbow-y. It's like, it is crazy. I mean, look at all the people in the back there just bouncing it up. Like, they're having the time of their lives right now. So yeah, I will say the music that they picked for this game is very, very good, and with the 2000 version as well. The 2000 version actually has a new character. It's like kind of the female equivalent to Amigo. But yeah, the music that they chose for this game is just awesome. They have like the Macarena in this, which is crazy. They have La Bamba, which is great. Just really great choices of songs. So unfortunately, I don't have all of these songs unlocked, but I can place on them in the challenge mode. The challenge mode is actually pretty tough. You know, it's called challenge mode for a reason. So yeah, I haven't cleared Maracas Master, but I've cleared these three right here. I'm gonna show you some of the songs that I wish I could have unlocked, but nonetheless don't have. But you can still go back and do the challenges, which is nice. So if you don't have a song unlocked, you can come back and play them here. We have La Bamba, and this is, I'll show you the hard mode here. Yeah, this is one of my favorite song inclusions in this game. It really fits. I love this. It's awesome. So you can see, you kind of have to do a lot more angling in the hard modes here. You know, it's obviously a lot harder, you know. It's hard mode, what do you expect? That can be kind of challenging, but it is really satisfying when you just nail it like that. It is just awesome. And you can notice when you're at like a lower rank level, the stage kind of gets worse. I mean, it does. By the end, it's like super depressing. So if I do really bad on this song, you'll be able to see that. And here's one of my favorite songs, the Take On Me cover by The Real Big Fish. This might be my favorite song in the game. I'm not entirely sure, but it is great. It is, I love it. I love this song. So I just want to show you what happens when you fail the stage. I mean, look at that. That's so sad. It comes all dark. You get like an E rank. That's pretty unfortunate. Alrighty, folks, that was Samba De Amigo for the Sega Dreamcast, and I just absolutely love this game. It is one of the most fun games out there, I think. It's so unique. I really don't think there's any other game quite like Samba De Amigo. But unfortunately, to get the best experience from this game, you are gonna have to shell out a decent chunk of cash to get your hands on the maracas. I know that there were third-party maraca sets made. I don't know if those are any good, and I don't know how much, you know, more expensive or cheaper those are. I'm very grateful to own this. I got super lucky getting my hands on this. But you can, you know, get the game just separate if you want, because it's still pretty fun even with a regular controller. Not as good, but it's still a decent experience. It's not as unique, debatably not as fun, but it's still pretty darn good even with a regular Dreamcast controller. I think maybe if they, you know, either one, the Dreamcast was successful, or I don't know, they put it on the PS2 and released a maraca set for that, like a port of the game. Oh dude, imagine that. And then everyone would be like all over this game. Everyone would love this game. I mean, I don't know, maybe not, I don't know. But I feel like there might have been more in circulation if they were to do that. But this is all just hypothetical, but what we have is what we have. And this is Samba De Amigo for the Dreamcast, one of the most unique games ever. A glimpse into a time when Sonic Team also made original non-Sonic games as well. So yeah, get the maracas if you want, get them if you don't. You don't even have to get the game if you want. So yeah, just do what you want, I don't know.